Well, hello to everybody at YouTube. It has been a very long time. In fact, I'm coming to you at 5/9/2019. 5 days ago, I reached my 2-year Surgeversary, and I celebrated by actually going to the hospital for my 2-year checkup, and everything was fine. So I don't even know the last time I came to you with a video, but I thought it was time for one. So I thought I would do one today. This is how I have spent my winter. It was cold out, so I'm at home because I don't have a job yet, and I have been doing my photography on my computer, which is right here. And so I've been in pretty much my jammies. This is what I do to relax. I'm at home, so I put my jammies on. So I have some flannel pajamas that I had since before my surgery, and they're comfortable. So I wear them. Anyway, so excuse my appearance. And also, I let my hair grow out or the gray grow out of my hair, and I've reconsidered this. This will be getting colored in the next few days. It's been 4 months, I think, since I colored my hair. I was trying to see what it would look like, and I'm not so sure I like all this stuff over here. So I'm 57, and I think it's time to start facing it, but anyway. All right, so the news about my weight loss, let's see. This winter was hard. I didn't go out. I literally was a slug. I ended up snacking a lot. So but last fall, I think I came to you last fall when I was doing the CHIP program, and I had gotten down, my lowest weight so far was 137.8, so 138. I hovered right around 140 to 144 for months and months and months. But then this late winter, I should say, my weight started climbing up, and it was when I went to the doctor, they weighed me in at 151, but here at home I was 149. So I'm using my scale as the basis of that, because I only weigh in once a year at their thing, and I weighed in there after I had eaten. So I'm going to consider 149 as my weight. But yesterday I got on the scale and I was down to 147. So I've kind of quit eating so many carbs. I do not allow Nutella in my home anymore. And I've been eating a lot of popcorn, so I'm not doing that anymore. I love that Smart Foods popcorn. I don't know what it is. It's addictive. So anyway, I'm trying to keep that out of my house. So I'm starting to eat a little bit more protein things. I'm going to try and do more plant-based stuff, because that's what we do anyway, and go from there. So I'm hoping I can get the weight down. Also, it's finally nice out in Minnesota. Although today in Minnesota, in some areas of Minnesota, they got an enormous amount of snow. I think Duluth got 10 inches of snow. We are 75 miles from Duluth, and we didn't get a thing. We got rain, and there was a little bit of sprinkles, I guess, during the night. A friend of mine was up taking his puppy out, and he said that there was snow at like 2 a.m., but I wasn't awake. When I woke up this morning, it was nothing on the ground. So we didn't get snow, but they got snow. So anyway, I've been out doing some gardening. I actually hired a young man to come and mow or rake my yard, because we have a certain amount of time before we can have the bags out for the waste management to pick them up. So I had him come and rake, and he's earning money for Maplewood Academy, which is where he's going to end up going to school. And so I thought it would be nice if I supported him. So he came over and raked my whole yard, except for one section that I have yet to do. But I've been digging in the gardens. I dug up all along the garage, got all my lily of the valleys dug up, and I want to put in some new flowers there. I'm sure I will still have lily of the valleys, because they're very invasive. So I'm sure they will sprout up every now and then where the roots did not get taken out. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing, and I'm maybe that part of that is from the where I got the weight loss, but being outside a little bit more. We've had some rain the last couple days, so I didn't get out yesterday, and I won't get out today. But I'm anxious to redo the gardens. And then I also took apart, we have 2 ramps on our house, because the lady who lived here before, my friend, she was handicapped. She was in a wheelchair, and before that her father was in a wheelchair. So she built these ramps to the 2 doors in front for the wheelchairs. And so I've been wanting to take them down since we moved here. So the other day I started by unscrewing the railings and getting those out of there. And so when my husband came home, the ramp was still there because I needed him to cut it in half with his Sawzall. And so then he cut that in half, and then we fixed one little step there so we can have a step going in. But now it's just this small little porch, and so I have all this nice area. Underneath was a sidewalk, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we have the front one to do yet, which is the longest one, and that one we have to build the stairs for. So we're not going to take that down until we can get the stuff for the stairs. And I want to do a little bit bigger stairs than what is there now underneath there. So, and there is a sidewalk there also, so we don't have to build a sidewalk. But I want to, and then I'm going to be digging up the garden right in front here. There's quite a big garden in here, but it's gotten so overgrown and it just needs to be redone. I'm going to save some of the things. I did move all the bleeding hearts to the back where I dug up along the garage. And so I want to make sure that I can save the ones that are there, because there's some pretty flowers in there. And so I'm just waiting for them to kind of come up so I can see where they are, and then I'll dig them up, because that whole garden area needs to be fixed. It slopes down towards the house, so the water just runs down towards the basement, even though it doesn't go in, but it's not a good situation. So that's kind of what I've been up to. I've watched my granddaughters off and on over the winter, and but other than that, we really haven't done anything or gone anywhere, because we were kind of catching up from being broke with my husband's last job. So that's taken some time, and so we didn't really go anywhere this winter. But this spring we did take a trip down to Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and we were trying to find the snow geese, which we never did find, and it was very, very foggy the day we were there. But we saw thousands of swans, mute swans, trumpeter and taiga or tundra. Yeah, there was two different kinds. So we saw those, and that was kind of, we just took an overnight, and we stayed at this really bad hotel. I don't recommend it. Don't stay at the super one in Fergus Falls. It's not the greatest. So we did that, and then we drove back home the next day. We drove all the way up to Thief River Falls and then came back down to Grand Rapids from there. So that was really the only thing we've done. And then we've had birthdays and things for our kids, and my granddaughters last night they got awards from their Awanas Club, and then what else? Oh, they've had a dance recital, and I got a recital coming up because my youngest granddaughter is taking piano lessons now, so she's going to be doing her piano. So anyway, I've been kind of doing that kind of stuff, but I have felt like a slug, and I can't wait for the summer to start so I can actually do something constructive. And so that's what's been going on in my life. But as far as my weight loss, I'm frustrated. I wanted to lose more than that, and I've been trying, and it's not been working. So I hope you all pray for me, because this is very frustrating. I should be lower than that. The surgeon actually told me that I should weigh at least 130. So that means I got 20 pounds to lose, and 27 to 30 pounds, no, 18 to 20 pounds. So, oops, it's not focusing. I'm right here. There we go. So I'm going to be trying to do that, and so I'm going to be focusing on what I'm putting in my mouth. I talked to my doctor, the doctor I visited for my checkup, and she suggested I quit eating carbs, which I have been eating carbs like crackers and that kind of stuff. So she suggested I quit doing that and eating more fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, and so I know I should be doing that. But I have been watching. I was so glad to see Lisa from Mini Me in Tennessee back, and Hot Southern Mess. I've been watching her, and I've been watching Dory, and I've been watching Joe Beth, and I'm really anxious to meet her in June. I will be meeting her down at camp meeting, and so I'm excited. She did a video the other day, and she drove out of a driveway that I know very well because we lived across the street from there, and it just made me homesick for Hutchinson. So I was like, yes, if she shows me scenes of the town, I'm happy. So because I love that town and I miss it. So anyway, not much else going on here. I've been doing a little bit of photography, not as much as I want to, but the flowers are starting to bloom here, so I'm really happy about that, because when they start to bloom, I really get itchy to get photos taken. And and I had last Sunday, I had a gathering of some girlfriends from college and high school here, and it was so much fun to see them. It has just been such a long time, and so I wanted more to come, but one of them was sick and another one couldn't get here, and another one said she was going to come and didn't come. I don't know what happened there, but we had such a good time just catching up. It was wonderful. So we're going to be doing that again. Maybe in the fall we'll be doing that again. But I highly suggest people do that, because time is really short. My husband lost another uncle, and so we'll be going to another funeral next week, and every time I lose somebody, the people who are left in my life are more valuable. So I want to spend more time with them, because we always regret the time we didn't spend with somebody, and we probably should change that. So anyway, so I'm optimistic for this winter, or this summer, but I don't know if I'll be doing another video. Everything pretty much is staying the same. I was going to do some photography videos, but I haven't even been doing that. I haven't been going out at all. So I might do a little updates when we do stuff with our house. The estate that I was an executor of, it hasn't closed yet, because the IRS is refusing for some reason not to send the last check, and it's a $3,900 check, so we have to wait for it before we can close the estate. And it's very frustrated. I actually contacted my local congresswoman and asked her, and I'm going to fill out a paperwork and ask her to get involved, because it's been over a year since we filed the taxes, and they had told us the first time it would take 6 to 8 weeks to get the check, and that would have been June of last year, and they still haven't. Every other month they've got another excuse, and I was told in February that it would come within 30 days, and it didn't come again. So I'm just frustrated at this point, and so I'm just going to go over their heads. I'm tired of it. I mean, and making a phone call to them is an hour prospect. So every single time I have to do it, I have to go into an office and then have her call, and then I have to talk to them, and then they promise me that they'll be sending it, and then they don't. So I'm just sick of it. So I'm contacting my local senator. I think it's Senator. Yeah, Amy Klobuchar. Anyway, I contacted her office, and they have a liaison in the IRS office where they can go in there and find out what's taken so long. They've gotten all the paperwork for the executorship. They've gotten everything. They've been the identity theft that they accused us of has been cleared up, and they keep saying, "Oh yeah, the check's going to come. Everything's fine," and then it doesn't come. So I'm very frustrated with that, and we've been kind of waiting for that, because we have to order windows for the house, we have to order doors, we have to do the insulation on this wall in the bathroom yet, we have to redo the bathroom, and then we have to work on the basement. So all of that stuff still needs to be done, and we haven't been able to do anything since we moved in here. We've been in here now it was a year in December. So we've been in here long enough, and this is done. So Sandy, no. The dog decides he wants to play. So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to close for now. This is like already 13 minutes and some seconds long. So I just wanted to do an update. I miss all of my people. I haven't heard anything from so many of the people I followed. How are you all doing? Lori from Minnesota, I haven't heard anything from you, and it's probably all the same, but and then all the old videos I used to watch, those people haven't been posting either anymore. And I'm not on Instagram. I just don't like the Instagram format. To me, it's frustrating, because they want you to do everything from your phone, and I don't do everything from, this is the only thing I do from my phone is record, and then I don't take pictures, and so I put everything on my computer, and so when I go to my computer, I can't upload from my computer. They won't allow me to. It's not even an option, and so I just don't do it, because I go there only to see pictures of my granddaughter, because my daughter doesn't post them on Facebook anymore. She posts them on Instagram, and so I don't get to see any pictures unless I go to Instagram. So I just don't like the format at all. I don't understand it. It's clunky to me. And so I haven't been following a lot of people on Instagram, and I don't usually check up on things there. So, but I know there are people on there. Anyway, so it'd be nice to hear from those of you who are following me, at least. And if you haven't yet and are interested to watch my videos from my journey starting in in 2017. My surgery was May 4th, 2017. It was from Essentia St. Mary's Health in Duluth, Minnesota. My doctor was Dr. Matthew Bettendorf, and my beginning weight was 200. My highest weight was 240. My beginning weight was 217. After my liquid diet, it was down to 204. So at surgery, my weight was 204. I am now 147, and I have been maintaining fairly well. I do want to lose more though. There's more that I could lose, and then I'm also going into the doctor because I've been getting rashes in my belly button and underneath my apron, my skin apron. And so because of those rashes, I need to record those because insurance will not pay for a tummy tuck or anything unless there's recordable events of rashes and problems. And I've been having them very often. And of course we didn't have insurance, so I didn't go in the first couple times. But I think I've had a rash underneath my stomach about 4 or 5 times, and in my belly button at least 3 times. And besides that, it gets stinky really bad, and it's just awful. So I don't know how to, I mean, I've been trying everything to get that so it's not so bad. But I went to the doctor last week, and she gave me a prescription to take once a week for the rashes, and hoping that'll help. But every time I get them, I'm supposed to go in and have it recorded. So I've been taking pictures of it because I want proof, and because I don't see where I would ever have $10,000 to spare to go and have my stomach done. But in all reality, I feel like I didn't really lose a lot of weight because I still have that big pouch here. And so when I look down, I'm seeing the same thing even though I'm smaller. It's a mental thing, I understand it. But to me, when I look down or I put clothing on, especially, I kind of look like a snowman on the bottom. That's how I describe it. And so I would like to get that part removed. I really don't care about my breasts. I'm 57. They're gonna sag. I love the way that Jan says that there's spaniel ears. That is hilarious to me. I just love it. I said that to my husband the other day, and he was like, "What?" But that's what they call them, or that's what she calls them. Anyway, I thought it was cute. And then also my legs. I mean, I can cover up my legs, but my stomach is really bothering me, and so that is something I will plan on doing, even if I have to save the money to do it. But right now, I don't see where I could do that. So anyway, so okay, now I'm at 17 minutes. All right, I'll let you guys go. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. If you want to subscribe, just hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell so you get a notification when I upload. I will try to do so more often. Maybe I'll take you outside and when I'm working in my garden or something. But it's a little easier now when I don't have the girls, so I could do some of that stuff. But I just wanted to catch up with you guys and see how you guys are doing too. Please, if you haven't posted a video for a while, it's time. We really want to hear, especially how you're doing. And if you've gained weight like I did, let's talk about it. It happens. But what are we going to do to fix that? And that's where the support in this community comes from. So I watch all of those videos, even though they've gained weight or they feel like they've failed, because I do too sometimes. And so if I hear that everybody else is dealing with the same issues, then it's more encouraging to me to keep going and keep trying. All right, I'm gonna let you go. God bless you all, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully. All right, and thank you guys all for your support. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.